Hello, and welcome to Stage, Screen, and In Between with Helen. I'm Helen Primus, and today I'm at a fantastic event with Christine Garino, who is the founder of A World of Pink, and we're going to swing into October at the Southampton Golf Range. Hi, how are you, Christine? This is such a worthwhile event. I'm so grateful that you let me cover this.
I'm honored to have you cover this. Thank you. I know you're a survivor, so this means a lot to me.
It does. It means a lot to me, too. Now, you're just growing and growing. I think you have 5 locations now, is it?
We actually have 6 now. So, yes, COVID-19 has done a lot of things to this country and a lot of things and losses to a lot of people and unfortunately, and we pray for them, but at the same time there are other sides of COVID-19 and with telemedicine and the ability to reach people who are unable to follow through with their surgeries from expander to implant and who are left with secondary infections and a lot of things that have changed in healthcare. A World of Pink has really climbed to a place that I have always wanted and imagined, and it's been a very good journey because we're helping people.
Yeah. Now, on Long Island, of course, Long Island is a hot spot for breast cancer. So the need for what you're doing, Christine, is so great here. So tell everybody what it is that you do for the women when they come to you.
So I make prosthetics and bras for women with breast cancer. Women are not aware that bras are covered through insurance, and we can verify their insurance. Actually, an example is Medicare covers 3 to 4 bras every 3 to 4 months for the rest of your life with a lumpectomy or a mastectomy, and that diagnosis code entitles you to these bras, and I don't want to use the word entitled. It's amazing that our healthcare facilities, our healthcare insurances do this for women because women are asymmetrical, and even following the best surgeries, breasts change every day, even with natural breasts, and radiation changes the ability to have symmetry, and gravity is real, Helen, and we all know that, and me not being a breast cancer survivor, having naturally large breasts, gravity is a real thing, and the proper support enables our spine and our neck and our back and our hips and our knees to be functioning the way they're supposed to be functioning, and that's the importance of what I do. Prosthetics and shells that go into a pocketed bra balance your body so that you don't get kyphosis and lordosis, which is a change in the shoulder structure or the back structure, which I find is very prevalent in breast cancer survivors following surgery, which is the after. So my company has expanded across Long Island to enable women to get this help to prevent additional health issues.
Yeah. Now, so tell everybody about something new that you have also. You can do a virtual fitting, can't you?
Yes, so I'm very excited. Telemedicine has been an amazing thing, and we've always had the ability to do this, but now I think we've mastered it. And I love coming into women's homes and into their living rooms, and they'll show me all their little special things in their lives, and it's become very personal for me. This has changed me once again as a woman. Coming into their homes rather than them coming into our facility and our office has been very rewarding.
So now tell everybody how it is that you began A World of Pink and some of your credentials.
So everybody who knows me, I'm in dentistry, dental hygiene, and dental anesthesia from Stony Brook University for 28 years. My husband's in healthcare, and he's a doctor, and we have a cadaver lab and a research center, and he looked at a prosthetic company with arms and legs and said, hey, you would really love this. It's like building someone's mouth and building their smile. And then when I started to research it, I realized that breast prosthetics and bras were an integral part of healthcare, and in Germany, where it originated, it wasn't as prevalent in the United States, and I thought, wow, how could that be? I went back to school, got some additional education. I became a certified fitter from the American Board of Prosthetics and Orthotics, and as a prosthetist and owning a durable medical equipment company, you can make and design these things and create more of me, which is what I love. So.
And the bras, they're absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, and that's the point, Helen. Women deserve to feel beautiful, and store-bought bras and manufactured bras don't fit reconstruction of any kind. Even if you have a reduction, there are standard sizes that really don't exist, and our bodies have changed. And
A, B, C, D, E.
it doesn't matter. Every body is beautiful, and so what we do at A World of Pink is specialty manufacturing. Skin colors matter to me. I had the first black prosthetic that matched a woman's skin color in our prosthetic line 6 years ago. And that was very important to me. So now that I see that we can help women feel like themselves again, even though it goes in a pocket, I've had that. People say to me, well, why does it matter? It goes in a pocket. Well, it matters because it's not you. And you are what's important. And we all know that. So today, we have an amazing mission and a following of women who've been empowered to stand behind what we do. Women tell other women. Insurance covers. We're here to help. Whatever we can't cover, that's the fundraising. The fundraising enables us to raise money for communities. So what I'm doing here today at Southampton Golf Range is the Southampton East End, Montauk, the reservations, the Indian reservations and the hospitals, Lucia's Angels and Southampton Coalition, they need help. Because people come in, they do fundraisers, but it doesn't really go directly to patients. So our new location in Southampton is raising money to give to the women of this area. Some amazing things to support their event and to really make them feel just as beautiful as we are on the west side.
Yeah. So can you give everybody your website so that they can follow what you're doing?
Yes, it's www.aworldofpink.com. Our foundation is worldofpink.org, and we have some amazing things coming our way this month. I have a very special gift for all of our breast cancer survivors, hundreds of them. I can't talk about it now, but we're doing something spectacular to give because we can't have the fashion show this year. And I have an amazing app coming out in October, and I have signed a contract with New Bra, the Sticky Boo Bra, and we developed something for women to be in the stores throughout the United States. And the Sticky Boo Bra for the younger girls, and something that's going to help them feel and look the way they want to, and to be educated on breast health without having to have the pressure of the outside world telling them what they should be. So I'm very proud of that, and I'm proud of all the women that have supported us.
And we're very proud of you.
Yes. Well, without you guys, I couldn't do it. And that's the key. It's the survivors that make this happen, and the women who support survivors.
Well, that's some swing into October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
Yes, and to all the coalitions and to all the organizations that raise money for breast cancer, and all the women that I know that have their own special journey for breast cancer and the money that you raise, I support you. I'm grateful that our business is at the point that now we can support the coalitions and the other organizations. The new product coming from New Bra, I have to tell you, I wanted to announce this, and I'm going to announce it with you, is $1 for every bra sold in the department stores and the boutiques is going to go to metastatic breast cancer, a group that I've wanted to support for a very long time, but I just didn't have the means to do so because I've been growing this. And now that I can, I want those women to know that they are not forgotten. I remember each and every one of you, from the Young Survivor Coalition to the breast cancer journey, adventures that I've gone on to be educated throughout the country. I'll never forget those women, and I always knew I wanted to do something. So metastatic breast cancer research needs our help. And those women are the ones that are the warriors for the forefront of what goes on with breast cancer. And I want them to know we have a new force coming your way. So get ready, because the World of Pink is going to make some big changes.
Isn't that fabulous? Well, you have a mission in life, and you're fulfilling it. Thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm with Colleen Hashke, and she has a very interesting story to tell about her experience with breast cancer. Colleen, thank you so much for coming on camera and talking about what you went through.
You're welcome. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4 inflammatory breast cancer in 2000. I did chemo, and then I did surgery, and then I did radiation. And I have been a survivor since, and I found out 4 years ago that I had the BRCA gene, and I had to have the other breast removed. But so far, I am doing very well.
And did you have reconstruction, did you say?
Yes, I had a tram flap reconstruction done on the left, and I have an implant on the right.
Yeah. And how did Christine manage in fitting you with her brassiere?
Christine is wonderful. She makes you feel so comfortable, and you have no problems. She is perfect. She will make sure that she works with you until you're comfortable, and you feel no more conscious about anything.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Was your concern anything about the way you were going to look physically, or initially were you just concerned about survival?
I was mostly just concerned about survival. And I went along with the doctors because at the time I was only 50, and they said, hopefully I have a long life to go, and they wanted to at least, let me have a chance with the reconstruction to feel good about myself. And then when I had the implant put in, and then, we balanced it out, and I went to Christine with the prosthetics, and I've been fine and comfortable ever since.
Yeah. So it's funny because you just want to survive, and you don't care what you look like. And then when you're surviving and you have to go to an event or you have to face your everyday world, you're like, you know what? I want to look good again, right?
Right. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So now your daughter also had an experience with breast cancer, Colette, and we're going to talk to her next. I'm with Colette Galvez, and she's Colleen's daughter, and she unfortunately had an experience with breast cancer. Tell everybody what your experience was.
Well, my experience is actually, I went for the BRCA testing and found out that I had BRCA gene, which was 99.9% that I was going to eventually end up with getting breast cancer. After watching my mom go through breast cancer and radiation and chemo and seeing her struggle through the whole process, my doctors talked to me and said, well, do you want to wait and see what's going to happen, or do we want to do a preventative? And with having 3 young children, my thought was, why do I want to go through all of that if I could step up and do something about it today? Like, why would I want to wait to get that phone call? And every time I go for a mammogram, have to wonder, is this going to be the time that they come back positive? So I chose to get the double mastectomy. With that process, I was able to have control of my reconstruction, and now I don't have to go for mammograms, and I don't have that gray cloud over there wondering, is today going to be the day?
Yeah, you have a great sense of relief because you have to be very brave to have a double mastectomy. Don't kid yourself. But if you don't do that, you live in fear if you have the gene. You just do, right?
And I think it's also a lot easier to do the double mastectomy, although, like you said, it's something to still be brave about. But I had a much easier time being healthy than if I was going through radiation and chemo. And so I saw how brave my mom was to go through it while being sick. How can I not be brave to go through it on a healthy term?
That's right.
And I have control. Like, once I was given that, it was my choice and my control of when I was able to do it.
Yeah. So, and how supportive was your family of your decision?
Extremely supportive. My husband was, again, he was there, watched my mom go through it. And again, my kids were very, very young, so they didn't totally get it, as with my mom, but they were older when I went and got the double mastectomy, and they understood it. They've had enough people in their lives that have suffered from cancer to say, yeah, you need to do this for you. And I said, well, I'm also doing it for my family. I need to do it for my family. I want to be there.
Yeah. So, in a way, your mother saved your life, because by her having the breast cancer, you knew to get tested, you knew the danger, and hey, so it was a good thing. It's a a really tough thing to face, breast cancer, especially living on Long Island because there's just so much of it. And then now, has Christine helped you with your fittings, etc.?
I'm going in and going to get some beautiful bras from Christine very, very soon. So
She has the most beautiful bras, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, sexy. Well, thank you so much, Colette, and continued health to you, and enjoy all the years she's going to have now. All those extra years that she should have had, she's going to have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you. I'm so excited because right now I'm with Eric Childs, who was playing for the New York Jets.
How y'all doing out there? This is Eric Childs, former New York Jet. I'm out here today, a World of Pink out here in Southampton. Just, coming out for the event, not only for golfing, but to have awareness of breast cancer or just cancer of any form, period. Just even donating something small. Every little bit counts, and we just all need to come together to try to beat this.
Yeah. Now, how important do you think it is to have somebody with your stature or notoriety to support something like a World of Pink?
I don't even really think it's that important for any celebrity or any athlete or just a person in general could uplift just a regular person. It doesn't have to be an athlete or anybody that's notable on social media or on TV. It could be your neighbor, it could be your teacher, or it could just be a good friend of yours, period. Just to uplift you and give you that motivation is good enough for a lot of people. It doesn't have to be somebody, top notch.
Paschke and Kurt Paschke are the owners of the Jets bus. That bus is so phenomenal. What made you put that together?
It's actually my second one. So that's my second one. I had the first one for about 6 years. This one's about 10 years old now.
And so you constructed, all the decals and the upholstery and everything. You put that all together on your own?
It was originally a handicapped school bus.
Okay.
So when we got it, we just completely gutted it and then just made it into a jetmobile.
Wow. It is a jetmobile. Now, have you had a lot of jets on there?
We've had the owner of the Jets has been on there and many, many players.
Yeah. And what is the reasoning behind it? Is it because you're just such a big Jets fan?
So it started when we were kids. My grandmother was the original Jets fan.
Your grandmother?
So on the bus is a Joe Namath plaque, and that was hers.
Wow.
But so it's just been a lifelong passion. It's just grown and grown. And
Yeah. So now, do you yourself go on the bus to go to the games?
we have season tickets, so we go to every single game. Yeah.
Go to every single game. And what's the reaction from people when you pull into the parking lot with that bus?
Oh, people love it. People line up to see it all the time.
Yeah.
And even when we're driving to and from the game, people are photographing it with their cell phones.
Really?
So yeah.
So now, how long did it take you to make a bus like that?
Initially, about 3 to 4 months. Yeah, and then it's just constantly adding to it.
So what do you think about being here for a World of Pink today?
I think it's a great cause. My mom's a survivor, so anything we can do to help contribute and try to help get a cure.
I'm with today's honoree, Jessica Cruz, and she's a breast cancer thriver. So nice to meet you, Jessica.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And now you also work for a company that was one of the sponsors here, right?
Yes, that fire sprinkler.
Oh, okay. And now tell us something about your journey, because you do have a wig on now,
Yes.
and you did undergo chemo,
Yes.
right, and radiation. So tell us something about when you found out that you did have breast cancer.
Okay. Yeah, I felt the lump last February 2019. Once I felt it, I went through my own personal thing with my grandmother, grieving my grandmother. And then after that, I went to the doctor. So in July, I kind of faced it where it was growing and it was a lump. And then from there, I got diagnosed. And we went running ever since. So from there, it was just scans to biopsies. And then I started chemo within like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like everything.
So now you did have a double mastectomy, right? And so now, did Christine help you with your underwear?
Yes, Christine was amazing. She helped me throughout the entire process.
Tell everybody about that.
Christine, A World of Pink, so grateful for them. They helped me with everything, and they still continue to do so. She helped me with every fitting. The consultations were like if you were at home talking to your sister. Like, she made you feel so comfortable. Really appreciated that, because I didn't find that anywhere else. I didn't have that in the hospital. I didn't have that with my doctors or my nurses. So she definitely filled in that gap or that void where you didn't have that one-on-one with somebody.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
how are you feeling now?
I'm good. A little exhausted, but fine.
Yeah.
Good. I just had my breast reconstruction.
Okay.
Yeah, on Friday. So
On Friday, and you're out already.
Yeah.
And what method did you pick?
I did the D-flap.
Okay.
D-flap reconstruction, which they use my own belly fat and my own blood vessels, and they just used it in my breast area because I had a double mastectomy, so they reconstructed both breasts for me.
Do you have anything to say to the women out there, because it is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, on what they should do and what they should not be afraid of?
Yes, just go with whatever you feel your gut. If you feel something, doesn't feel right, I ignored it in the beginning. Don't ignore it. Just go to your doctor, speak on it. Anything, even though if you don't think it's anything, just go to the doctor and get checked.
I'm with Michael from Local Burger, and he's one of the sponsors here today. Isn't it great that you're sponsoring this event? What do you think of World of Pink being here today?
Great event. It's a great organization, and we're happy to get involved today.
And what do you have to say about your burgers?
They're delicious. Handcrafted. You got to come down and check us out. We have a couple different varieties of burgers. We have chicken sandwiches, pretzels, appetizers, everything you like, milkshakes, ice cream. So a little bit of
And
everything.
where are you located?
We have locations here in Southampton. We have a location in Bayshore and Patchogue, New York as well.
How exciting. I'm here now with Derek Faulkner, who's a wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. What brings you here to support a World of Pink?
Well, Christine and the World of Pink has been a great organization that supports my organization as well, the Athletes for Vets Foundation. Christine is a friend of mine, and I think that anytime she asks me to come and support her in this worthy cause of helping women fight the battle of breast cancer, I think it's just a worthy cause all around. And, I get to meet some great people in Long Island as well, me being a Jersey guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now, do you know anybody affected by breast cancer?
I actually do. One of my close friends from college, her mother is a survivor, I believe over 2 years now.
Yeah. So tell us something about your foundation.
So I founded the Athletes for Vets Foundation back in 2012. During my time playing, I was always looking for a community that I connected well with, and I felt like the military was something that was close to me. The military principles that my parents, built our family on is what ultimately helped give us the opportunities to succeed. You can find us at athletesforvets.org. Also on all social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's Athletes for Vets.
I'm with Gary Brown, a former Green Bay Packers star. Thank you for showing up today for a World of Pink.
Thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here. Christine does a wonderful job with the World of Pink. The truth of the matter is that we all go through something in life, and when you do go through it, and sometimes it could be your darkest moment, it's good to have somebody with compassion, with a plan, with the skill set to help you kind of rebound and get back on the best foot that you can. And sometimes that's all it starts with, just somebody listening to your problems or giving you advice, and Christine does all of that with the World of Pink. When you have a defect, I'm handicapped right now. For a while, it was a lot for me to walk out of my door because I was afraid of how people looked at me, or I was embarrassed the way people looked at me. So I could only imagine what maybe a woman going through breast cancer feel kind of ashamed. So I think the body imaging and and being confident, I think Christine with the World of Pink brings that to a lot of women that need it.
Now, Gary has a very important youth organization. You want to tell everybody about Dream?
Well, it's called Gary Brown's Dream 68, and it's basically letting kids know that they can follow their dreams. I did as a youth. I come from a disadvantaged community, and we're looked at in a very negative light. So not a lot of positive stuff comes out of there. But I was able to leave that community and make it to the professionals in the NFL and win a Super Bowl. And I come back and I'm like a local hero. But my mission is to tell every kid that they could be just as big of a hero as I am. They can follow their dreams, and dreams do come true if you put yourself in position for them to come true. So I try and teach kids how to deal with setbacks, how to deal with reality, how to deal with negativity, and to improve themselves.
That's wonderful. Do you have a website where people can reach out and get in touch with you?
It's the Gary Brown Dream68.com, and on there you'll find all kinds of stuff that I do, from speaking engagements to dealing with the unprivileged youth to real estate. I'm a real estate agent on Long Island here, residential and commercial.
Good for you. Thank you so much. You're doing good.
Thank you, Helen. It was a pleasure being on your show. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gary.
Bye-bye.
Here right now is Diane Mitchell, and she works for Christine Garino at A World of Pink, and she's going to tell us something about what she does.
We see them and we fit them for bras that they can feel good about themselves in. And we fit them so they have balance and symmetry.
And how grateful are the women once you fit them and they come back and they have the perfect bra?
They are so grateful. Actually, they don't even have to come back. By the time they leave the office, they're grateful. Please come and see us. We'll be happy to help whoever needs our help out there. Thank you.
For TV broadcast info, like Stage, Screen, and In Between with Helen on Facebook. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.